B's Auto Repair, Mr. Fix on the Spot. I come to you. Today we're doing a starter on I think it's an '05 Honda Accord 4-cylinder. I've already removed the starter. It was raining, and so I didn't want to get my camera wet. Even though I am under a tent, yeah, water splashes. Didn't want to get the camera wet. This is how I look from a distance, getting it in the rain. Mr. B, once again, doing what I do. All right, now. First thing I had to do was remove the intake manifold. This is the intake manifold. Okay. I had to remove all the hoses. There's one hose right there, one hose right there, here, and let's see. There's one right here, and then there's two hoses down here that are antifreeze goes through, right here and right here. That's another vacuum. All these are vacuums. That, and that, those are vacuums. And yeah, on the back side of this, there's that piece right there. I didn't have to take that off, but there's a piece down here. See that piece right here? This piece will hold this whole piece on after you've taken all these bolts off. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Once you've taken all these bolts off, you'll still have to take this bolt off down here, so don't forget that. Okay, then once you take this out your way, put that to the side, you'll be able to see the starter, where the starter is. The starter is right down in that area right there. Make sure you take off, I think that's a temp sensor. Make sure you unplug that, get it out your way. And yeah, basically that's about it. I was going to come in from the bottom, that's why I have the car jacked up, but I thought about it again. Oh, this is a plug that you have to unplug. That's to the throttle position sensor right here. Okay. All right. So, at any rate, going back with it, make sure your intake manifold gasket is not damaged when you're going back. And here we go. Here's the starter. All right. So, also, as you see, I removed the negative, because if I didn't, what would happen is this wire right here, this is the starter wire, this goes right here, and if this touches some other metal, it's going to spark and could short something out. So you unplug the negative over here to stop the circuit from completing. This negative, it goes all the way around and then comes back to the positive, and that completes the circuit. So as long as you take that off, it stops it from basically shorting anything else out. Now, let me see, make sure. Okay, all right. So installing the starter, sitting in place. There's a long bolt. This one is 13, and only that part goes in there. That goes on the back side, right there. You all can see. Goes on the back side right there. Line it up. Get it in there real good, and start it by hand. Always start bolts, every nut, screws, bolts by hand. This way you know that they're not cross-threading, because if you put a tool on them first and you don't have it in there straight, you'll cross-thread it and you'll mess up the bolt and the hole that it's going into. The threads will be tore up, and that can be a very expensive and costly and time-consuming job right there. Okay, this one is a 17. It's one of the bolts that bolt the transmission to the engine block. Okay, that's the transmission right here, and this is the engine block, and this goes through both of them and bolts it all together. It's basically one of the transmission bolts / starter bolts. Okay. Also, we have a 13 on the back. I think it's a 13. No, it's a 14 actually. So I'm gonna put my trusty ratchet wrench on it, and well, you know what? I might just zip it in with my impact, make it go a lot faster. I'm about to do the 17. Put the 17 on there, and all right, make sure he's all in there good, and get on there. All right, 17 is in there, on there. Now it's time to tighten this 14. I'm probably gonna, I don't know. Let's see if I can go around the corner. Let's go around the corner. Okay, all right, put that back where it belongs. Sheesh, I'm sweating. I hope I don't sweat out my camera. Okay, let's see here. Get back in there. Okay, all right, now 15, 14. It's 14. Yes, 14. Now let's put a couple of universals on it, right here, and these universals we use for going around corners. Put them together. You see that? Go around corner. Then if you have a universal socket, you can make a C going all the way around the corner. Okay. Now, what is it? My eye. Hold on. Okay. All right. Now put that on there like that, and let's get an extension on that right quick. Now we'll use him, Long Boy, and put that like that right there. And if you see it, zipping it in. Ta-da! In there like swimwear. All right. Okay. Now that both of those are in there, what we can do next is get everything plugged up. Make sure the camera's still on point. Okay. Now, okay, here we go. This is how this goes. First of all, let's put the... Yes, sir. Let's stop for a moment. I'll be right back.